Hey, good morning. It's funny. I usually pick the topic of the meditation the day before, so we do a meditation and then we close and then I schedule the next day. And so the topic is usually something that makes sense to me, having given makes sense to me that day. And then I wake up in the morning and I'm like, okay, well, what the fuck do I mean by acts of service? Which made sense yesterday when I wrote it. But of course, I had just come out of meditation. The next day, I'm invariably just coming out of sleep or the gym. So this is one of those days where I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? Acts of service. Um, so we'll see when we tap in, when we settle in and see what opens up. It's connected to gratitude for our work. And um, I have been writing about generosity being the other side of the hand from gratitude and our access to uh, experiencing generosity very often is acts of service when we deliver acts of service. So, our pathway to gratitude is through acts of service, without a doubt. That when we perform acts of service, we're in the presence of our own generosity. Generosity is something that, when one's quiet enough, always leads to the experience of gratitude. Um, which is a lot of words to start with. So let's settle in and see what opens up when we connect to access service inside of meditation. So when you're ready, you can close the eyes, settle into the body. Feel your feet on the floor. Yawn them if you got them. Roll the shoulders, scoot your feet, wiggle, whatever you need to do so that your body releases whatever pent up energy it has from sitting, and you feel yourself connected to the ground, connected to the floor, connected through your seat. Mm. Allowing awareness to scan through the body, just to see if there's any place in the body that wants extra attention. Resting your loving, kind, non judgmental awareness with that body part. Noticing any intentions or anything else that's preoccupying your mind. Just becoming aware of it. And you might replace some of the automatic fretting of the mind with an intention, giving the mind an intention to hold on to. as an anchor is settling in and of itself. Coming back to the breath now, and using the breath as an anchor for awareness. You might practice saying in and out to yourself with each breath, just so the mind has some place to return to as it settles and wanders and settles and wanders. So we'll just ride the breath for a few breaths. Give the mind a chance to settle in. And bringing to mind someone we love, thinking about how we find it easy and natural to serve them. Think of all the ways in which acts of service arise in your relationship. Thoughtful cards, opening the door, cooking meals, thinking about the joy, the tenderness, the satisfaction that it brings to you when you perform acts of service for others. Thinking about being in the presence, bringing to mind the presence of your service for others, whether it's a smile to a stranger or volunteer work or an act of kindness, something done with no expectation of return. Exploring the connection between that and gratitude for you, experiencing the pathway between your service and the experience of gratitude you have. You can also feel into when acts of service are performed for you, and you've been the recipient of another's service. The barista, the stranger holding a door, the spouse cooking dinner. Go to your ordinary moments of the day, filled with acts of service. Feel into the gratitude that accompanies those, exploring the connection between service and gratitude for yourself. breathing into that space of service with a smile, both the service you give to the world and the service you receive is a conduit for gratitude. When you're ready, you can take a few more breaths. Thanking the universe for the service it provides for our sitting here today. Come on back, open the eyes. Mm. Oh. Mm. There's something worth exploring in there for sure. We're always on one side or the other of service. And since service is such a nice, easy access for gratitude, it's a nice thing to explore. Cool. Okay. That's what I got for you today. If you're interested in more mindfulness training, mindfulness meditation training, you should check out the Grateful Breath. Going to be picking dates for that next cohort shortly, so you still have time to let me know the best day and time of the week that works for you. If you are a real estate agent, I'm running a separate Living a Grateful Life in a Fucked Up World just for real estate agents, just for people like me. So if you are interested in that, let me know. It's fundamentally the same training, but it's going to be geared just for the shit we deal with, the fucked up shit we deal with. You know what I'm saying? Um, anyway, so 2 different cohorts are starting in March. Let me know. I don't think I have a public link for the real estate one, but if that's you, hit me up. Otherwise, tomorrow I'm back. Namaste, motherfuckers.